Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up the top speakers. We won't get much into the technicalities of what each is called. Today we're just focusing on connection and understanding how everything works. Yeah, so to connect the top speakers, what we're going to need is a pole that's going to enable us to raise them up high. So this is where you will find it. Like when you flip this cover, this is the cover that we removed on top in the beginning. So this is the cover that holds the different poles that we're going to use. Specifically, it's the one that you will find in the middle. So this is the pole that holds up the two top small speakers. Yeah, so what you do to remove it is just untie this part. So when you loosen it up just a little bit, it allows you to pull it like that, and then you can remove it. Yes. So you get the pole, you put this part, just need to tie it here. So just tie it until it's firm. Yeah. Now it's firm enough to be able to hold it. Yeah. So this part you can choose to decide how high you want the top speakers to be, and you need to be consistent. So the way at which level you tie this part up, you need to take note of it so that you do the same for the other side. Not a situation where this side is higher than the other side. So a measuring system that you could use is these small holes here. So you could say, okay, I'm only going to raise it as far as the third hole. So 1, 2, 3. If you decide that's how high you want it to be, which is pretty much recommended, then you tie it. So this little thing just enables us to protect the whole connection, just in case this thing will somehow become loose and then it falls in like that. So when this part hits here, it will prevent that from happening. Or what we could do is just to loosen it up and make sure this pin hits this part in advance. So just leave it like that. This is even better and recommended. So once you do that, then you tie it. Make sure it's firm. Like that. Okay. Next part is we're going to now put the two small speakers on top. So the idea is to put this part, in one of these holes. So what we're going to do, just guide me to see. Okay. Okay. So this is the locking system we also have. So we're going to need to remove these little pins, because these are the ones we're going to use to put the other speaker on top and be able to lock it. So to remove these, you just press, no need to use strength. You just press what looks like a button, you just press it, and you just pull it out like that. So to remove this, you just press this thing on top, which looks like a button, press it, and just pull it out. Same thing here. I got. Okay, so you can pass me the other one.
Shaishibe fiona le foya, shaishibe fiona le chita, nabananja bona le sala, kuwaya waya fie.
So initially you will find it like this. So for the top one, in fact, since this one is on the bottom, you don't even need to unlock this one, but it's fine. But so for the top one, you will find it like this. So what we need is for this little thing to fall and fall down into this position so that we're able to lock it, this and this together. So this thing is holding this locking system up. So we need to do the same thing we did to remove, just press, pull it out, and then this has to drop. So the fact that it's not completely dropping inside means they're not straight. So this basically is what we're doing right here. So this needs to come in between this. So I'm just putting this back. This would only be needed if this was the top speaker. So to fully lock it, now we just need to do one more part at the back to make sure these two are properly fastened together and this thing doesn't fall off. So we bring the camera here. So at the back here we pretty much have the same system. So what we just need to do is connect this and that together. So we just pull the pin out. So this is what we're going to use to lock. So we pull the other one out. Okay, like that. Then this needs to come in between. So, okay. So this thing basically has two holes. There's one here and there's one there. So in order for us to connect this and this together, we need one of these holes to align with this one so that we have somewhere to put the pin. So what we're going to do is raise this one a little bit until it's aligned. Okay, boom, and we are done. So this is basically how we connect this thing, these two together, and we're using this pole. Yeah, so we do this same process for the other side. Make sure everything is locked in so that we don't have to worry about things falling over and that sort of thing. So after this is done here, and we do the same for the other side, then we are ready to connect the cables. Oh yeah, so just a side note, the recommended hole we use is the one at the back, so not the one this side. So I just noticed that on the other side, we put it here. So that's why the speakers are looking like they're facing down a bit, which is fine, but for a room like this one, we kind of need them to face upwards so that the sound reach is much better. So we're just going to switch the other side, make sure it's on the second hole and not the first one.